Hello. So I don't know. I'm just sitting in bed thinking, and I was made a post the other day and thinking about how 17 years it's been since I've not been in a leadership role. Um, and that's crazy. That's a long time. I'm not in a leadership role, making more money. I'm happier, and I'm dealing with this. And I'm going to break down a little bit of leadership because I'm really about fucking sick of people and their shitty ass attitudes and little smart ass comments they think. First off, I've never once thought that the military makes you better than anybody. Never have I said that. Do I think the military, no matter what your role in it, teaches you discipline? Does it make you react to situations that a lot of civilians never are exposed to? Yes, absolutely. Um, don't get me wrong. Does that take away from anyone with no military experience? Absolutely not. That does not. Because guess what? There have been people that have deployed overseas. I was pretty fortunate. I didn't see a lot of crazy things. There's been people that are from the streets, people that have been through a lot of terrible things that a lot of people in the military never had to experience. So let's cut that shit out because I get really sick of people fucking saying shit like that. I don't think I'm better than anybody. I don't. Before drugs, yeah, maybe I had a little bit of arrogance like that. I am a little bit of a judgmental asshole sometimes. Can't deny that. I'm a fucking human being. I got my problems. I'm honest about it. People either respect it or leave me the fuck alone. Anyways, so I've been thinking about leaders and people that have been doing this for 30 plus years in their 50s and 60s and still can't seem to grasp the most simple concept of being a leader. You can't, the same situation's not going to have the same outcome. Like, it's just not. Every situation you deal with as a leader, you're supposed to approach in I feel like a relatively receptive way. And what I've seen in the past, like 10 years of just being in certain environments, it's like insanity to me, complete insanity to me, that people can work for companies or any organization that fucking says they care about people, and then to literally tell people, like, hey, I don't know what your situation's like. I don't know. You're telling me you're 30 plus years of retail or any other type of experience dealing with people, you've never encountered people with certain problems. Ever. Now, I think what the fuck it is some of you old school ass motherfuckers worked in retail or in certain industries at a time when payroll was there. You can sit there and say whatever you want. Because I can tell you, working for Big Lots, it wasn't until, I want to say 2012, 2011, when they really started cutting hours. I think when I came back from Iraq, so maybe 2010. So if you are a leader at a time when retail is okay overall, yeah, they cut their hours and do stuff, but you still had plenty of people. And now you're actually having to get more involved because your payroll's adjusted. Organizations, businesses are adjusting payroll like crazy to make sure they're staying ahead and getting profits, which may or may not be for the right reasons. Don't give a fuck about that. But what is that? What is a leader? So now these leaders are actually getting more involved, hands-on, and they're starting to see. And that's what started making me think, like when I started getting an attitude with some people. And I'm like, you know what? No, I don't think they ever had to deal with that. But that actually doesn't speak well on their leadership skills, does it? It does not. You know, I had a soldier who I was really close with, wanted to be closer with, but I was busy and being a drunk. But, you know, took his life when I came back from Iraq, 2010. Sad, 21 years old. 2000, what was that, 15? 2004? Oh no, that was the same year, 2010, sorry, 2010. And then, so on a Monday, that dude took his life. On a Friday, some dude 2 offices down from me blew his brains out, had blood all over my damn arms room. My weapons, the arms room. It was all over my weapons, all the weapons that for my unit had to get cleaned. I mean, a lot of stuff went down. And you know what? It was in that instant I started realizing how fucking detached we are, how terribly rude and insensitive people are. And I'm so fucking sick of people saying, you're getting paid to do a job, you need to do it. No, how about you shut the fuck up? Shut the fuck up. Don't get me wrong, you have a valid point to an extent. These businesses are paying people to get a job done, but we're human beings, and these people can get their big ass bonuses. These regional managers and high CEOs get all their millions of dollars bonuses, or 50, 60 plus $1,000 bonuses, and you have people struggling to pay their bills, who have family problems that they're trying to work through and still come to their job. Don't sit there and talk that shit to me. Because I think people are really fake, and people have trained leaders to be so detached and only worry about the bottom line, which is important to companies, that they are so fucking detached that they think that that is acceptable, and that's not acceptable. It's not, it never was to me. And I think that's why a lot of people think I have a fucking attitude problem. People think I'm an asshole, think I'm this. No, because I'm not detached to the human being experience. I'm not. We're all going to die one day, and I'm not going to sit here and be miserable and make people so miserable. On the flip side of that, I'll tell you, my last job I had, a lot of the people that I worked with, very, very miserable, love to stay places they're miserable at. I don't know why, bitch about the same fucking thing for months and months, for years, and stay there. Why? Why? You have kids, you have family, you have responsibilities. What are you teaching your kids? You're teaching your kids to be miserable. You teach them, oh, you can put up with that for a while. Why? Do you know how many people develop health problems from stressful ass jobs? Anxiety, blood pressure, all these things that get negatively impacted by your fucking job experience. Take care of yourself. And I'm not perfect, you know. I'm still recording from those few years of drugs and fucking my life. My house is falling apart. I got groundhogs running around everywhere. I am not no I'm not no fucking perfect person. Never claimed to be. I'm not the best leader. I'm not the best human being. I'm an asshole at times. I'm very detached on certain things. But overall, if a human being is struggling or they're going through something, you're going to see me being the first one in the line saying, hey, I'll give you a fucking hug. And I expect you not to eat my fucking Reese cups. I love human beings, and they're so complicated and irritating. And people that are leaders that don't understand that, that's sad. And that's not a leader. That is a dictator, and that's pathetic. And that's my stance on fucking leadership. And I'm going to take a nap before I start my job. I love you all, and remember, be you, be amazing, and love your motherfucking self.